Let me paint you a picture. There's a version of you that existed before you ever thought about immigration. That person had dreams that had nothing to do with visa status. They had passions, hobbies, ambitions that weren't filtered through the lens of, will this affect my status? Maybe that version of you wanted to start a business, write a book, create art, build something meaningful, travel, take risks. That version of you wasn't asking for permission to exist. But then you entered the immigration system and slowly, so slowly you didn't notice, you started editing yourself. You started asking different questions. Can I do this on my current visa? Will this loop back to immigration? What if I invest time in this dream and then have to leave the country? And the most insidious question of all, should I even start if I don't know where I will be in 2 years? So you waited. You told yourself, when I get my papers, then I'll start. When I get my green card, then I'll pursue that dream. When I become a citizen, then I'll really leave. But do you know that when you consistently postpone the core aspects of your life, your purpose, your creative expression, your authentic ambitions, you don't just delay them, you erode them. In 2019, there was this study published in the Journal of Personality and Social Psychology that says that after prolonged periods of identity suppression, people often experience what researcher calls self-concept confusion, where you lose clarity on your core values, strengths, and aspirations. In plain language, you forget who you are. And this isn't just a psychological phenomenon. It's a daily reality. Because immigration doesn't just process your documents, it processes you. It reshapes how you see yourself, how you make decisions, how you dream. And most of us don't realize we're being reshaped until we wake up one day, maybe 5 years in, maybe 10 years, and think, I don't recognize myself anymore. So let me ask you again, who are you? And more importantly, who are you becoming? Because that second question, that's where the power is. Now, I know there are at least 3 distinct groups listening to this right now and navigating a different stage of this identity crisis. So I want to speak to each of you directly. So the first group I want to address is those still waiting. You're undocumented, or your status is pending, or you're on a visa that feels like it's always about to expire. You are in what most people call immigration limbo. You're living in what we can call conditional existence. Every decision is prefaced with what if? What if it doesn't work out? What if I have to leave? What if I invest in this and it all falls apart? So you stay small, you stay safe, you work jobs that don't inspire you because they sponsor your visa. You don't make long-term plans. You don't commit